Yo, what's good, everybody? This is today's picture, day 20 of my father's last month. For those of you that have been, are like, what is he talking about? So every day I'm sharing a picture and a story about my father. My father was a victim of medical malpractice in 2019. And July was the last month that, he was able to experience freedom outside of hospital walls. What ended up killing my father, he had no idea that they were going to, it wasn't like when he went in, it was supposed to be this routine procedure and he was supposed to be out the next day, and he went out and had to go back in and never came out. Turns out the invasive procedure they done was unnecessary. So in a campaign to try to separate and get you guys to know who you might have been supporting, or, with the shirts and tanks and hoodies, I just felt like kind of personalizing or speaking more on my father. So again, you're more familiar with who Charlie is. Well, it'd be awesome if you could do for me. We're trying to get to 10,000 petition signatures to change the statute of medical malpractice, starting in Pennsylvania and then working our way across the United States. It's absolutely free. You do not have to pay anything. So there's that. We want to get to 10K. We're at like 8,300. And then there also is another link to purchase any kind of Charlie apparel, tanks, hoodies, shirts. Like I said, my father's is definitely going to be like the logo for it. For change, you know what I mean? For change in the medical system. So this obviously is not my dad. Maybe it wasn't that obvious, but this is my dad's dad. I never met my grandfather. He passed in, I want to say 81 or something. I wasn't born. But apparently my dad's dad was very cold, was not very loving. Referred to my dad as boy. Kicked my dad out of the house at like 16 years old. He had to like finish high school in his friend's basement. And again, there's two sides to every story, and I know fathers at that time being a loving dad wasn't exactly the thing. But yeah, apparently there's even a story. There's a song I have on my record, Charlie, called Just to Say You Love Me. And the reason I named it that was when my grandfather was passing and he was in his bed, and people were going and getting the things out of his house or whatever. And my dad said, my dad showed up and my grandfather said, what? He used to say, boy. And he said, well, boy, what do you need? And he's, laying down. And my dad just said, Dad, I would love for you to just say you love me. And apparently he said, well, I do, boy. Like just never, kind of never said it. So that's why I named that song. And that's why I think my dad was so loving with us, as to break that cycle. Listen, I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. If you know anybody, a medical error victim, a family, speak out. Thank you. A lot of you were telling me what happened, and that's great. And if I can help in any way, but man, let it be known. And I'm not saying go accusing people and create witch hunts, but I'm saying, hey, what actually happened here? You know what I'm saying? And just, if see something, say something, and just let me know, anything I can do to help your fight. I appreciate you. Justice for Charlie.